We are at Goose Lake and it's about to rain. But before the rain and during the rain is when they bite. We got some crappie minnows and we're gonna be trying to catch some crappie and bass. Got a dozen, actually about 2 dozen in there, and we're gonna see if we can get some good fish. Well, firstly, we're going to toss a crappie minnow near those logs because that's generally where all they are. That's not far enough in there. Oh, that was a carp jump. I know there are carp in here, but I'm not actually interested in the carp. Otherwise I would have bought a lot of corn, but I didn't bring any corn. I'm interested in crappie, but it does not seem like I can toss it as far as I want. So we're just gonna leave that there. Then we're gonna get our casting rod and hopefully we'll cast and get some crappie. Oh, something already took it. It's a fish? Is that a crop? Oh, it is a crappie. Look at that. First crappie of the day. Didn't take that long. Crappie. The minnow's there, it's kind of dead, but we got a crappie. Mission accomplished. Live bait, get some crappie. Very small crappie, however, but a crappie nonetheless. All right, we're gonna let this crappie back into the lake. Hopefully catch some more crappie with the minnows. Got a lot of minnows here, so hopefully we can get a lot of crappie. See ya, crappie. Maybe I should have gotten the slightly bigger minnows. I think the bluegills love the smaller ones, and they're kind of hard to keep out of the reach of gills, the smaller ones. This lure usually works, but like the bluegills are super interested in the lure as well. It's not really, there's definitely more gills than crappie here, but crappies I think are the only things that can actually bite on this thing, because the gills' mouths are like too small. There's not like giant gills here. I think I got another one. Yep, it's another crappie, but it's even smaller than the previous one. They're biting good today, folks, on both the minnows and the lures. Another crappie. Small little boogers. See ya, crappie. It would be really nice if I actually had a kayak. I will admit that, because I can get into slightly deeper water and just drop for a bite. Right now I'm trying to cast out as much as possible in the rain. I'm not a big fan of but if I had a kayak, I could probably go by those docks, and there's probably crappie by those docks. And the land is private property, but if I was out in the lake, I'm free to fish wherever I want. So it'd be really nice if I had one, but I don't have a kayak. I think I got another one. Yes, another one on the lure. Is that a crappie? Oh yeah. Third crappie of the day. This one's a little bigger and slightly darker, but 3 crappies so far. That's not bad. I've only been fishing for like 15 minutes. Raining, but worth the crappies. Seems to be a school of them here. See ya, crappie. My minnow got stolen again. There's a lot of hungry ones out here. Some bluegill, some crops, but probably a lot of crops. So we're gonna have to try that again. There's a school of them out there. I gotta catch more than like 2 or 3, right? Because I am a crappie master. Let's keep flinging. If they're, just gotta like reel it in slowly and tug it slowly as well. That's the secret, I think. I know the bluegills are after them too. I got one on the new lure. This one's a bigger lure, so, oh, it's not a bigger crappie though, but it is a crappie. 4 crappies so far. They are loving the lures. They are absolutely loving my lures. 3 crappie on the lure, probably a lot on the bait, and I think my bait just got another one. So this will be the 5th crappie if I actually get it, and if it's a crappie, and I think it is. This one seems a little heavier, and no, this one's a bluegill. But anyways, bluegill, not a crappie, but still another fish. I think this dude's pretty dead because it got deep hooked, but bluegills often do that, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to throw it back in. See ya, bluegill. Crappie quest today isn't too bad. 4 crappie. I've only been here for like 30 minutes, and I'm sure I've gotten a lot more crappie bites, but I just haven't been able to reel them in. I think the bigger ones are still like deeper in the pond, but I lack the ability to catch them right now. Still keep tossing, hopefully tossing deeper and deeper, and see what we can get. Did my bobber already go down? I think it did. It's not coming back up. There's definitely something on it. What is it? Is it a crappie or a, oh, that's a bigger crappie. It's a slightly bigger crappie. I like that. Oh, that's an eater size crappie for sure. Look at that, my friends. 1A crappie. 1A crappie, probably 8 inches or so, or 9 inches. Bigger. It's longer than my hand. All right, bigger crappie. I like that. 5 crappies. 5 crappies. Check that out. Not a huge one, but definitely like a 9-incher. Slightly longer than my hand. My hand's about 8 1/4. So from head to tail, about 9 inches crappie. All right, let's get this guy back in the water. Getting better. The crops are getting better. See ya, crappie. I got one. I got one. Slightly different location, but it's another crappie. Oh no, it's not a crappie. It's actually a bass. It's a decent one. Largemouth bass. All right, guys. All right. First bass of the day. Poppin'. Poppin'. Although I am trying to catch crappie, I do not mind catching a bass every once in a while. Nice bass here. All right, old bass. Provided me a lot of fun, but I'll take it. I think there's bigger bass over there too. See you later, bass. This spot honestly looks really good. There was definitely a bigger bite than that bass we got there a while ago. And there's a lot of thuds every time I throw there's a lot of attempted takes every time I throw one of these down. So there are a decent amount of fish here. And some of them might be a little bit bigger. I might actually throw out a bigger lure later. But I need one that actually dives deep right now. So the water level is pretty high right now. Got something good, got something good. Oh, it's another bass. Oh, this is where the bass are. I got one again on just another soft plastic. I think that's a bass. Nope, that was a crappie. And it is still a crappie. I guess fish don't change. Oh, this one's a big one actually. This one might be the biggest one yet today. That's a big slab. It's a slab. Probably like 11 inches. This is the biggest one today. Another good old little crappie. And they're only biting the soft plastics, people. Only biting the soft plastics. This was probably like a 10, 11 incher. So I guess the big ones are kind of on this end of the pond. 6 crappie, 1 bass, and a bunch of bluegill. Luckily the turtles haven't bitten anything yet. It's a nice 10 incher there. 6 crappie today. And 1 bass, probably hooked 2, but see ya, crappie. Best shore crappie fishing day I've had in a while. They really like the soft plastics. I wish more of the shoreline was actually accessible from here though. They're only biting soft plastics. Any kind of soft plastic I throw, they're biting it, but they're not biting anything else. I just wish more of the shoreline was accessible. I got another one. Yep, it's still on. It's another crappie, but it's a really small one. 7 crappie. There's a lot of them in this corner, folks. A lot of them in this corner. But yeah, like structure, they're shallow right now because they're probably like spawning. But this one's a tiny one, not like the big one I caught last time. That was pretty fun. Caught several crappie, 1 bass. I hooked a pretty big one, but I didn't get it. And numerous amounts of bluegill. Crappie minnows are the key. Look for structure, shallow at this time of the year. They'll probably be there for about a week or 2 before they head back into deeper water. But that place has a lot of crappie. They're not very big. I caught like 2 that are above 8, 9 inches, probably eatable. The rest you probably just toss back in. But I think the bigger ones are slightly bigger, deeper water, probably near the docks. If you have a kayak, you can probably fish there. Look for structure in deeper water. That's where they're going to be. I think like either crappie minnows or fatheads will work perfectly for them. But they're hungry and they are biting right now. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button, and I will be back on the next fishing adventure.